Tuesday, February 27th. About to go liver than the motherfucker. Gacho Vida podcast, baby.
Back at it again.
Spider Jeezy and the Fleazies with the Deasleys. You remember them? So what the fuck's going on out there, little homies? How do you go ahead and introduce yourself, right? Or
He said that.
what you want? What? let them know what we're gonna talk about right now. What we're about to do. Let's
Well,
like.
you was talking about you had a little video, a little crazy ass video we want to check out.
That's gonna be one thing.
And we're gonna talk a little about Ukraine, the war in Ukraine.
Yeah, we're gonna be on Ukraine and Russia.
No,
He's got Ukraine's back. I got Russia's back. That's it.
No, it's been Israel and Palestine.
Yeah, and on those he's got Israel's back, and I got Palestine.
Oh fuck you! Man.
Come on, that's it. You gotta pick one side. We're gonna do debating this shit.
Fuck.
All right, we got a live debate coming right at you in 5 minutes about some fucking LBGT community shit. Fuck.
All right, let's get into it.
All right. Well, then let's get into it then, little brother. 1, 2, 3. Keep on counting there. Ahí vamos. Yes.
News today.
No. I am an active duty member of the United States Air Force, and I will no longer be complicit in genocide. I'm about to engage in an extreme act of protest.
He says an extreme act of protest. There. What do you think he's about to do?
Cagar el palo, eh?
He's mad about because they're torturing, they're doing a genocide over there. I don't know, some shit.
Palestine.
Yeah, let's go.
But compared to what people have been experiencing in Palestine at the hands of their colonizers, it's not extreme at all. This is what our ruling class has decided will be normal.
That motherfucker, that's crazy.
That food just poured. Hey,
What do you think that was?
that food just poured gas on himself. Way.
Is that what that was?
Shit, no.
I find that hard to believe. So you think he's about to threaten to burn himself? That's what he's gonna do.
That's really how I get mad.
Hi, sir, can I help you?
What do you think? What's he doing, huh?
About to light himself on fire.
You fucking better. Nah, that's it. Well, let me turn it down a little bit. Fucking got me scared over here. That's it. Yo. Orale. All right, let's get back on it. Derek says he's gonna burn himself. Man, ain't nobody gonna burn themselves, nigga. Unless he's trying to die.
Can I help you, sir?
What the fuck? You think that's real?
Show you, right?
That's AI shit. Because why they blur it out, man? They should just show them motherfuckers shit if they want us to believe it. That's it. You think he's still standing right now? Hell nah, he would have fell by now.
He's still standing. Well, they're telling him to get on the
You
ground.
think he's still? They are telling him to get on the ground. So you think he's still standing up
He's
right now?
standing there. Way.
You got me fucked up, is it?
He's still standing.
Damn way. There's some crazy motherfuckers in there. Who the fuck would do something like that? But that's how they. He's trying to show. He said
he's
this ain't
fucked up,
shit
man.
compared to what they're going through over there.
He done seen some shit.
He
man.
he said he's Air Force, what Air Force, the U.S. And he didn't want to do some shit.
He's in the military way. He done seen some shit.
I want to see that again. Hold up, just a little bit. I mean, they're saying get out, so they're saying get down, so that means he's still standing right there. Ain't it?
Yep.
Well, you don't even hear him no more, ain't it? He done. He's dead.
Nah, he ain't dead yet.
He ain't. You can't hear him no more.
Yeah, but he ain't dead yet.
Man, he would still be making some noise.
It's about there. Way.
Now he fell.
He
just fell.
He's in shock. Way.
Hold the board! Hold the board!
His body just went into shock. Like,
The fire went out already. Look,
nah, he's still on fire. Way. Look at that smoke. Way.
that's just smoke though.
Nah, wait. Look at the fire right there on the left. Way. On the floor. Way.
Why did that motherfucker about to shoot that?
The bottom line on nuclear weapons is that when the president gives the order.
So, what would make him go to that extreme way? That's a fucked up way to go. Way. That's getting burnt alive. Way. That's Gacho in the motherfucker. You know, he had to win and see some shit. Way, or know some shit, or
That was crazy.
But he said free Palestine. Way. When he was getting
That
burnt,
he's
way.
not the only person to do that. There's other times people burnt the fuck out of themselves like that.
What was his cause? Way?
I don't know, but that was crazy. It got me doing. I mean,
His
I
cause
feel
was-
like, I don't know what to say. What do you want me to be? What do you want me to do? I mean, the vato just burned his fucking whole ass. I'm still wondering if it's fake.
No, that's real.
In the comments, put it in the comments if you think it's real or you think it's fake. And if you real, put that in the comments too. If you're a fake motherfucker, go ahead and say some shit about your ass.
Nah, that's some Gacho.
So what was it? Oh yeah, the vato just burned his fucking self. That was some shit. You wish it was blocked? Homie? You wish it was fucking blocked? I mean, you wish you could see it? You fucking sick fuck. You're a sick fuck. You want to watch some vato burning his head?
You see what he did it for, though.
For the razas onda, homie.
Chile. Para la raza. Yeah.
Hey, let's do the
But imagine what those people are going through over there in Palestine. Like
something. Like
Israel's over there just, I mean, kids, women, in their own land. Way.
That's crazy. Let me see if we're Orale, güey. Let's go ahead and play that next thing. What was the next thing? You had something over there. Oh yeah, that fool's talking. See what the fuck they talking about.
So this is the president of El Salvador, no?
Yeah. Yep.
Get to it.
To kick the criminals out. And that's the Democratic Party and George Soros.
We didn't tolerate being told what to do. In doing so, we did the unthinkable. Against all adversity, we transformed El Salvador from the most dangerous country in the world to the safest in the Western Hemisphere.
It's because of real leadership, instantly executed. We have unlimited wealth, folks. We do anything. But we've got to kick the criminals out. And that's the Democratic Party and George Soros.
Thank you.
So este way is a Democrat way?
Who?
Este way, el president of El Salvador.
Nah, he's on the right side. That's those conservatives right there.
Thank you. We We did it by defying the global elites. We told them no more. And that is my message to you. Put up the fight, because it is, in the end, it will be worth it. It has been for us, and you will have your country back. May God bless you. May God bless the people of the United States. May God bless.
When he talks about the global elites, pretty much what's he talking about?
He's talking about like those super rich people of the world. There's a few families like the Rothschilds, fucking some other ones, Illuminati motherfuckers.
And they're just going over there, just taking advantage of that.
Yeah,
country,
they take over countries by like that's what's been going on here too.
Okay, gotcha.
Bless El Salvador and the future of both our nations. Thank you very much.
So just like Trump was targeted by the globalists, and just like Bolsonaro was, they're coming after this guy. You know, you can talk about Milei all day and say, is he real or is he not? Bukele is the real deal. And he's got them scared, ladies and gentlemen.
While other networks lie to you about what's happening now, InfoWars tells you that
Brzezinski's books, and I remember my dad going, Brzezinski explains in this book how governments use crime and gangs to take over in the first phase of a communist takeover. And then later I read the book, I could understand it, and sure enough, Brzezinski talked about it. So this is known at the geopolitical PhD level, okay? This is standard stuff at the Harvard PhD political science, not the fake political science of black and white warfare and transgenderism and all that garbage they teach in the establishment proletariat educational system. But when you actually read globalist reports, they're all sitting up there like we're idiots and can't read it and admitting all these plans. So we'll get to that in a moment. But I wanted to play a short clip of Bukele, who, again, has turned his country around in just 3 years. A 180, it was like a 170 turn. It's not perfect, but it's the safest country in the hemisphere, second most safe in the world. Here, he is countering the BBC.
We took the recipes from the European Union. We took the recipes from the United States. None of the recipes worked. More bloodshed, more people were dying. So what do? Okay, we do something and we save people. And now we're the safest country in the Western Hemisphere. But suddenly something's bad. Oh, but you shouldn't do that. You should do what I think you should do. Why? Not only we have the right to do what we think is right, and what the Salvadoran people are going to decide whether or not they want this day in free elections, but also we've proven it works. And you haven't proven that your system works in our country. Might work in yours, I don't know. But it doesn't work in ours. It's like I told one time a member of the European Union, I know you Brexited that, but I told a member of the European Union, you take your best government, choose your best government. I don't know what's the best government in Europe, but you choose your best government. Same people, same talent, same experts, same will to do things the right way.
So he's trying to say, let's, pick your best government. The Europeans, the Europe governments.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's trying to get to the point that their crime, that they have more crime than he does.
Y que la verga.
You take the best government and you put him to govern Afghanistan and tell them, okay, you govern Afghanistan the same way you govern this European country. You'll be dead in a week because you cannot govern Afghanistan like you govern Europe. So stop trying to make us use your recipes because they don't work here. You have your own system. We don't tell you that you shouldn't have a monarchy. I mean, we're fine with your monarchy.
So pretty much he's trying to say there's certain systems for certain situations. Like his situation in Salvador is different than our situation over here. And like we can't use the same laws we use here and try to govern like Iraq. You know what I'm saying? It's a different beast, man.
Y que la verga.
We love our monarchy, it's fine. But we don't say, oh, you shouldn't have a monarchy and you shouldn't have hereditary titles. Why? Because it's your country. You can do whatever you want with it. But suddenly we have to do what you want to do with our country. So, but what I'm gonna finish the question is that this has been proven by all of you and by all.
He says that we could do whatever we want with our country, and he could do whatever he wants with his way.
Yeah,
they can't do whatever they want to do with our. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we have rights here, way.
Ain't that the motherfucking truth? Right?
Independent sources. El Salvador was turned from the most dangerous place in the world to the safest in the Western Hemisphere. That's not a small feat. And that's not done easily. And nobody in the world has ever done it before, so fast and so clean like we have done it here, with no civilian casualties. So, I don't know. I know it's different. I know the numbers from the UK and ours will be different for maybe a couple of decades, but we're doing our best.
That's the way he said with no
Sí,
civilian casualties, way.
He looks like, huh?
He says with no, he's done all that with no civilian casualties, way.
He's full of dog piss and shit.
There.
Oh
And
my!
we're really trying, and the Salvadoran people today are going to vote freely in free and fair elections and in full democracy and choose their own path. Thank you.
All right, so General Benton K. Parton, at his final position, was the head of Air Force Weapons Development and the head of the secret Star Wars program.
Y que la
Been on my
verga.
show probably 20 times. He's dead now.
Turn his shit halfway
And I've been
down.
to dinner with him 20 times at least.
So you can hear the real about
And
the
the point
fucking local.
is that he knew what he was talking about. And he said the communists will defund the police. They will fund
Y
gangs.
que la verga.
They will put their people in control of the judiciary in certain sectors they control. Because before communists, and that's the model the globalists use, they're not really communists, but they use that model, get control of a full country, they can control of cities and towns. And then once they get their own DAs and people in, they don't prosecute general crime because they want to get out of control, and then they can control who does get charged. So they then form relationships with the criminal gangs. They then launder the money of the gangs, and then they use those gangs to then take over the rest of the country.
I hope not.
Over the next few years as it unfolds. And then they use the entire judicial system and the criminal justice system to take the property of the people that built the country and who was the previous power structure. And in America, we had a decentralized power structure. Lots of wealthy people, lots of middle class, lots of opportunity, the best opportunity anywhere. The globalists don't want that. They want to come in and...
So does this Puto fucking agree with este way del Salvador, the president?
Yeah, he agrees with
doing
him.
shit.
Yeah.
See, and this guy here, what's his main?
But
what's he try to teach people, man? The rights, right?
yeah.
Okay.
But you're assuming that fool went just grabbing people and arresting them.
Nah, way.
I don't think that's what he did.
I'm not assuming that, man. That is exactly what happened. Way. He was not only arresting gang members, way, but it's the way it was having. Like a lot of people, innocent people, were getting arrested, man. They were speculating that they were gang members. Right?
That's what we don't know for sure. Unless you've been there. You ever been there? I've fucking been there.
He's
now they said they went from the most dangerous country in the world to one of the most safest. I
okay,
said
shit
they full of shit. Well, they fucking went around killing all the vatos. That's it.
They were fucking arresting everybody, man. All right, so you got something you want to?
What?
I mean, you're doing something over there. What you got cooking over there besides menudo?
Yeah, I want to play it. I'm just wondering if this is it. Oh yeah, here it is. This is it. Ready?
Yeah.
Y que la verga. All right, boys. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, round 2. Go. Simón que sí. Ahí va. Ahí va la mierda, homie. Ready?
Say anything negative about pedophiles, just like you can't say anything negative about a...
So what's this way?
Here's the new right political leadership like Byron Donalds and Nayib Bukele, because you want to be informed.
He's about to talk
so
about
you tune
some
in to be informed, and we pass
Bill of
as much
Rights real
news in
quick.
3
I think
hours a day as we possibly can. But this is evergreen. This is ever present. This is what it all boils down to.
What's it all boiled down to?
What we're going to get into in the first monologue for today, because the left is telling us who they are. It's not just the racist AI, or it's not just the AI now run by the leftists that say pedophilia is a good thing. I'm not even kidding you. We have that today too. So you already had earlier this week liberals bragging about how they like pedophiles and how they're going to protect pedophiles. They're part of the LGBTQ protection racket. Well, it's now built into their
Okay,
AI
mira,
too,
güey.
that you can't.
So
anything
este
negative
way
about
says,
pedophiles,
okay,
just like you
there.
can't say anything
Who's
negative about a gay person.
pro pedophiles?
So we got
Fucking
all this.
Democrat. Hollywood and all. Hollywood's
How do you get
Democrat.
to the root
So
of it?
how
do you
is
get to
that
the
even
bottom of it? How do
possible?
you get to the foundation of
Well,
it?
Like this dude's talking.
Nah,
out his
but
ass,
nah, fuck
so-
that. But
How do you center
listen what he
yourself
says,
on it
right?
again? How do you narrow it down? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do in the opening monologue because, again, the things I heard last night from two leftists, two
What'd you hear,
anti-Trump
You know what they
leaders,
mean when they say
literally
leftists, ain't
put
it?
my sights back right where
Talking
they
about the
belong.
Okay,
Democrats.
what's the leftist way?
And this is
The
really,
Democrats
again,
are on the
what it all
left.
boils down
And
to,
who's the
ladies and
right?
gentlemen.
The
And I'll put it like
the
this,
Republicans.
And who's the middle?
as we close this short
What people that agree with both sides, like you.
No, I don't agree with neither
your
side.
rights, your inherent rights as a human,
Okay, listen to this.
and your documented rights as an American citizen come from God. Period. The government doesn't give you your rights, and the government cannot take away your rights.
Watch it. Listen.
Your rights are given to you by God the moment you are conceived.
There is a man who is whatever America needs.
Watch wait. He's about to explain the Bill of Rights. When they wrote the Bill of Rights and what they wrote in there.
We need nothing less than a
Watch.
light shining. They'll hunt him. They'll
The
set
fuck
the
is this
dogs
shit?
on him.
This is.
Because the truth is the
As I weighed, and it's becoming all of those things that we hold dear. And it's becoming more and more obvious every day, the enemies of all the things that we hold dear, and just how much they despise not just the things that we hold dear, but even us, the ones that hold them. And as I wade through the news every day, and we cover all the different developing news stories and angles of what's going on.
Go fishing, own a property, build on your property, renovate.
Definitely gotten bigger over the years. It's debatable whether that is a good or bad thing. It's debatable. It's debatable.
What's debatable?
Actually, it's not debatable. It's not.
Go fishing.
What that said? The word?
Yeah.
What they mean by like saying that something we could talk about to see who's right and wrong about it. But sometimes something is not debatable, and if it's like some child molester shit or something like that, that's not debatable.
Well, truth is truth, and what's wrong is wrong.
I don't know what they're talking about right here. I'm just saying. I just use that for an example.
Own a property, build on your property, renovate your home, use a transportation vehicle, start a business, get married, own a weapon, hunt, cut hair, sell a product, protest, grow your own food, sell that food that you grow on your own property, or even just set up a lemonade stand. And now you virtually can't do anything without asking for the government's permission first. So if you still think you're free, you're deluding yourself. Hate to break it to you, but
those Mexicanos do it all the time, no?
in a tax.
Yeah.
Now that might make you think. That might make you question your own freedom. Everything she lays out there is undeniable. Now you can make arguments about necessities in response to some of these freedoms, but put that aside and just get down to a basic principle. Do you believe in more or less government?
Here it goes.
Now, anybody in their right mind would always lean less.
So the Democrats are the ones that are for more government. Big, they call it big government.
Mm-hmm.
And the Republicans are the ones that are for small government, less government. That's what we want. Less government.
We want less government.
Yeah.
There's too many.
But the Democrats want more. What?
Government. Anybody in their right mind, anybody that understands history, anybody that claims to be an American should always lean, if not fully be on board with less government.
Yeah.
But imagine, here's Ed Krasenstein's response to this video. Government has definitely gotten bigger over the years. It's debatable whether that is a good or bad thing. It's debatable? It's debatable? Actually, it's not debatable. It's not debatable at all. And anybody who thinks it's debatable believes that bigger government is a good thing. Anybody that thinks that there's a debate on whether big or small government is better is arguing for big government, arguing for more government. What type of individual wants more government? What type of individual wants bigger government? A control freak, an authoritarian, a tyrant. That's who the American left is.
Yeah.
You believe it's debatable whether big government is good or bad? I'm sorry, that doesn't sound like an American to me. That doesn't even sound like a human that wants to be free to me. Now, forget about Krasenstein, because he's just a voice box of the unintellectual left and leftist policy and philosophy. And most of what he does on the internet is just for attention and clicks and impression farming for money anyway. And speaking of debate, he said he would come on this show to debate me because he celebrated my political imprisonment. Obviously, somebody that likes big government would celebrate his political opposition being put in prison, so I'm not surprised. And then he bowed out.
He went to jail for 60 days
so he's also a chicken and a cow.
On January 6th for being up there.
And I guess that's the other type of a person that would like big government, is a coward that feels they need daddy government to take care of them. They need daddy government to protect them. But then there's the illogic of the left thinking they're anti-police. Really? Big government means police state, brother. But let's get back to the roots. To say it's debatable, whether bigger government is good or bad, just the idea to say it's debatable means that you're for big government. And that's all you need to know about the left. They are pro-government. They want more government. This should disgust you. This should disturb you. This should shake you to your very core. That somebody would preach big government and more interference and influence in your life.
Y que la verga.
But that's just one of the shoes to drop. But let's recall, this is America. We're for small government, limited government. As limited as possible. We are supposed to be a free people in a republic of self-government. Not others, like Ed Krasenstein that wants to govern you.
Yeah. That's true, man.
Government. That is not up for debate. That's already been decided. That's already been written into our foundational documents. That's already been bled and sweat and cried into the soil in which we call the United States of America. It's not up for debate. It's already settled. Self-government. Republic. The United States of America.
Do you know?
Now here's the
But
other
you know,
look,
pause it.
You know what they mean when they say republic? I mean, because we're a republic.
Yeah.
But the Democrats always try to say it's a democracy. I mean, you ever heard them say
No,
that's going to be the end to democracy?
Too much to what they say.
They say it's a democracy. But you remember when you used to say when we was in school, when we was kids, and we used to say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there they say of the republic for which it stands.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they don't say that no more because the Democrats got rid of that.
Sure.
It's the United States is a what is it called? A democracy republic.
But
It's a republic.
Like he says, for less government, primo.
Hold on. Let's see what he says about. He's about to break down the.
Yeah, but what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Is when he says less government, that
because we're not
like say in Kansas way, we have the right to grow our own food.
We're supposed to have all them rights.
We do have those rights, but then
not for selling. Like, let's say you wanted to sell it.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. Why the fuck?
Because they want to be able to regulate it. They want to be able to inspect it.
They changed laws
and make sure you're not selling fucked up shit to people.
But they changed laws during that. But the original United States, you can do that. Do you know what capitalism is?
Well, back then, when you was able.
But do you know what capitalism is? It's like that's what we run. Like where everybody has the opportunity to fucking.
Yeah, but like here in Kansas way, we're able to. It's more lenient here in Kansas way. You know, like every state, man, has their policies way. So you go to the hood right now way, and you see there's fucking restaurants and taco stands opening all over the fucking place now. Before they couldn't do that, man. So I think they're being more lenient here.
Let's play it.
Public. The United States of America. Now here's the other angle of this. This is MSNBC last night attacking what they call Christian nationalists, but setting aside their attack or their vitriol or hatred for Christian nationalists, what she actually says in this clip that is more frightening is just like what Ed Krasenstein is suggesting, saying it's up for debate whether big government is better than small government. No, it's not. It's already decided. Self-government, small government, as limited as possible, meaning I govern my own life, not you. Not somebody in a country on the other side of the planet. Not somebody in Washington, D.C. I do. That's part of the foundation of this country. Well, so is our rights coming from God, coming from the Creator. And this bimbo, All In for Lies with Chris Hayes, the name of his show, All In with Lies, Chris Hayes, appears to not even know that that's in our very founding documents with this shocking clip last night on MSNBC.
One thing that unites all of them, because there's many different groups orbiting Trump, but the thing that unites them as Christian nationalists, not Christians, by the way, because Christian nationalists is very different, is that they believe that our rights as Americans, as all human beings, don't come from any earthly authority. They don't come from Congress. They don't come from the Supreme Court. They come from God.
That's right. Because they do. Our rights do come from God. They don't come from you. They don't come from Congress. They don't come from the Supreme Court. They don't come from the White House. They come from God. And by the way, this is written in our foundational document. And you're going to go on national TV and act like it's some sort of an extremist belief to think that our rights come from God and not from government. Now, what is she actually arguing? She's arguing that your rights do come from government. Now, what does that equate to? They believe government is God. Now, add these two things together. The left wants bigger government, and they believe government is God. Certainly, you understand how dangerous this is. Certainly, you understand how that leads to authoritarianism and tyranny.
In the founding documents, it says God. Those rights are from God. They're God-given rights. That's why.
And suffering and death, like it always has. But somehow the American left doesn't understand it. Somehow the American left doesn't get it. They believe in bigger government, and they believe government is God. Now, of course, where does this momentum and their philosophy actually come from? Because they want to run the government. They want to run your life. And that's just a spiritual difference outside of whether they actually believe in God or believe in creation or not. You don't have the desire to run somebody else's life. You don't have the desire to tell somebody else how to live their life and dominate them. The American left does. And they're making it very clear. But let's just have a reminder. Since apparently nobody at MSNBC has read the Declaration of Independence.
Here we go.
Since Ed Krasenstein has forgotten where he comes from. And by the way, and the crew is pulling up some of the headlines. There's stories all over the internet. Right-wingers freak out because MSNBC...
See, that's like when people are, let's say when people come from Mexico and then they have a baby here, now that baby's United States citizen, right? So all this shit applies to them too now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a catch-22 on both sides.
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, they're born here. They
I
have
know
those
all
rights,
this is
huh?
for them too.
Guest says their rights don't come from God. Well, what do you mean? So you're saying we don't have a Declaration of Independence? You're saying we don't have a Bill of Rights? Is that what you're saying? I'm going to read to you, in case you need reminding, from the Declaration of Independence. Just the opening paragraph and a half here. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the cause which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator. Let me repeat. They are endowed by their Creator. Capital C, Creator, synonym, God. That they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And soon after, the Bill of Rights. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown
It even explains in there
are more
for the
disposed
future
to
of
suffer,
don't let
while
them fuck
evils
this up.
are
You know what I mean?
sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism,
Hey, all that Bill of
it is
Rights
their
shit, man, that they
right,
wrote, that's all
it is their
fucking
duty
genius ass shit, man. What
to
they
throw off such government and to provide new guards for
they
the
got
future
checks and balances
security.
on everything, man.
Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government.
It says of these
That
colonies.
is the
We're not
Declaration
colonies no
of
more, so does that shit
Independence.
get thrown out the window? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we're not.
So,
And maybe
but-
hard for some
but
to
that still
understand
stands,
now
though.
the way it was written, but written in response to a tyrannical government, taxation without representation, and then the
Exactly. There's
argument
no
of
money
freedom
in it.
and self-government.
If they was to,
That anytime there
to
is
go by
big
that,
government or
they wrote this
those
shit
laws,
because,
man,
because they just ran from a fucked up government.
Because there's no money in it.
What?
Small government is no money. There's no money in that.
Yeah, shit. You save hella money.
I'm talking about for them, the government.
Oh yeah.
There's no money in that.
But the way it's supposed to be, man, like it says in there when they're fucking up, that we got the right to go fucking get them out of there and put in a new government that's gonna follow this shit. That's a right that we have too, man. But nobody, shit, they should have. Somebody could have did that already. Fucking 20 years. It's never happened. You know what I mean?
It's never gonna happen.
It should. It's about to happen for real.
No, it's not.
It's got to happen.
There's too many pussies in this country.
But it's got.
Or centralized power, humans suffer.
They'd be the first one running, way.
Now that was written and penned and signed on July 4th, 1776. But doesn't it feel like so much of that is applicable today?
What did you say?
1776.
The tyranny and the corruption.
That's when the United States was born. That's when they wrote that shit.
Yeah.
But look what he's saying.
And the abuses that our government inflicts upon us today is far worse than was afflicted. But doesn't it feel like so much of that is applicable today? Some might even argue that the tyranny and the corruption and the abuses that our government inflicts upon us today is far worse than was afflicted.
What's afflicted me, you know?
Yeah.
On the colonies in 1776.
I know too, but I just can't explain it.
But they made it very clear. They made it very clear. America stands for limited government, rather self-government, and all the rights enshrined to each individual, each citizen, are given by God. That's not a Christian nationalist thing. That's an American thing. That is
because it says creator, right? So it's like whoever you believe your creator is, that's who's giving you these rights. You know what I mean?
In all types of wars,
and it all comes down to God. Everybody's got it.
Against our freedoms. There's no doubt about this. But maybe now you understand even more why the American left hates God and why the American left wants to remove God from our institutions and why the American left hates Christians. Because, see, when you believe in God and when you believe in creation, or rather, you know about creation, then you understand why all these rights are inherent in every human. And you understand why it was written into our founding documents that our rights are given by God, our creator, and not by government. This is not up for debate.
Hey, read the chat. Somebody said something about you.
They didn't mince words.
They calling you a puto.
They made it very clear. And I find it appalling, disgusting, and worrisome that we now have an entire political movement that is trying to remove not only God, but the idea, our very founding principle, that your rights are inherent and given to you by God, not the government. And they never were. Now, more reasons to understand how sick the American left is. As many people predicted, they're trying to end the Electoral College. And they have this petition going around that they're sharing all over X. The Electoral College could hand Trump another term. Don't scroll away without signing this public petition to end the Electoral College. Again, folks, this is part of our political system. This is part of what makes our political system work and makes it so great. This is Democrats trying to rig elections.
Here we go.
That's all this is. And then it says 100,000 signatures needed to end the Electoral College. And the community note says this post is false. 100,000 signatures would not end the Electoral College. An amendment to the Constitution would require that. But of course, it's not about amending the Constitution to these leftists. They want to get rid of it altogether. They would rather have an America where you don't even know that you have a Bill of Rights. You've never even heard of the Declaration of Independence.
How many Mexicanos you think know all this?
That I always thought about making like
Mexicanos.
if somebody knew English and Spanish and they talked about
and,
this, teach people this shit, man, on YouTube, they get a lot of people.
But why would they care, man? Because they're coming down here, man.
If they know,
they're opening up businesses anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they pay their fees.
I know,
man.
but
they pay their fees.
They don't know though. You fucking think I'm lying, sir?
They don't give a fuck, man. They're gonna do what they gotta do to open up their businesses way and keep growing.
Watch this.
They're still gonna have gallinas in the backyard way.
Watch this. We in there?
Caveat that they're not allowed to endorse candidates, legislation, or would lose hardly any of their members. They would put themselves at risk of losing their 501c3 tax-exempt status, which the IRS grants to churches, with the caveat that they're not allowed to endorse candidates, legislation.
He's talking about preachers are not allowed to.
But Pastor Greg Locke, the head of a church in the Nashville, Tennessee area, has had enough of the Democrats.
I'm to the place right now. If you vote Democrat, I don't even want you around this church. You can get out. You can get out, you demon. You cannot be a Christian and vote Democrat in this nation. I don't care how mad that makes you. You get pissed off as you want to. You cannot be a Christian and vote Democrat in this nation. They are God-denying demons that butcher babies and hate this nation. They hate this nation. CNN can eat my dirty socks. You cannot be a Democrat and a Christian. You cannot. Somebody say amen. The rest of you, get out. Get out. Get out in the name of Jesus.
Amen to that, but since we're living in the...
It's like that.
Yeah, dude, I lost his fucking brain.
He's talking about because everything they do is like not from the Bible.
Republicans, they do. Come on, man.
No, it's because the Democrats they go against the Bible on a lot of shit. But I'm not about to explain that to your ass right now. Unless you want pedo, homie. So what do you think? Hey, look, I'm about to show you something. Wait. These old fucking... You know what I'm talking about? Watch this. You ever heard of Pete and Bass? Huh?
No.
What's this? Hola, vatos, what the fuck? These are some old ass dudes from England way. They're rappers way. What? Watch this shit. You think they're about to go hard way?
Old school, but I still bust shots, I'm a luger. Mashed off the drinks as Uber. Connected back home like a Wi-Fi router. Cats jumping like Puma. And I dream like Martin Luther. Fall asleep to the sound of the over. Nightmare, Frederick Krueger. Sleep with the fishies, now his tuna. I'm snatching his bird and thunder. Tell me the target 6 feet under. He's at work, so his ass in country. Case that joint in the place got plundered. Don't talk about numbers in the UK, you know that they love us. Don't care about colours, black and white, we can be brothers.
Breaking them down like steps on the back of the box of the croc. I bet you take that. Wait, I'm just way too hard to trace past like pins in an haystack. Wait, move that internet side the gym. They're trying to get ripped. I'm holding them sticks with extension clips. I'm leaving them stiff in the ground, get lit like candles. Wax them off with that bing from various angles. Box, rectangle, dash in the ground, all bruised and mangled. Grim, grab the cup, pass the gin. Grab the line, chopped it up. Pop the cap, put it in.
Just stepped out, I had to step in. One of the young boys took a hook to the chin. The bouncer came out and he got weighed in. I put the foot down in the clutch and spin. Burn that rubber like I'm Michelin. 5-star food that I dish to them. Chef sat on when I whip into the kitchen and I switch suits like I'm Mr. Ben.
10-10 gear, I shift up to fifth. Blues in the rear and I'm swerving the mains like Tokyo Drift. Took a shot, but he missed. Then made love to the grain and kissed
The curb, what's the word? I dodge the case, so I flip the bird. Grab the bing, get back to work and I'm switching lanes in the blacked out hurt.
I'll hurt him. One thing's for sure and two things for certain. When he gets made on the pegs, I'm serving him. Mess with a cake and I bet him burger.
Dipped him, missed him, ran up in his ass and gripped him. Missed his cried goodbye and kissed him. Stuffed him in the boot of the Jag and then she washed us.
What do you think about that shit, man? You ever seen this? You ever seen that?
No, I ain't never seen this shit.
You think they're going hard though?
Well, the lyrics are hard, but I just.
But can you imagine them
just
living that
can't
life?
fuck with their
No, but
their accent.
you
man.
think they're like
Rapping.
think like that and live like that, or they just write raps like? And they got that. They're from England.
Say,
Like, look right here, right?
Get back to work and I'm switching lanes in the blacked out hurt.
I'll hurt him. One thing's for sure and two things for certain. When he gets made on the pegs, I'm serving him. Mess with a cake and I bet him burger.
Dipped him, missed him, ran up in his ass and gripped him. Missed his cried goodbye and kissed him. Stuffed him in the boot of the Jag and then she watched us drive off in the distance.
Glistening, jewels on the watch and the wrist get hit with a drip like a Christian christening. Jesus Christ. And another one of them gets dipped like a rich tea biscuit.
Pulled up and the colour of the suit match colour of the car all black like Batman. I'm a ninja, backflip, handstand. I'ma get you, slipping in your land's ass.
1-2 kick to the door like knockdown ginger. Rip off the inches, fingers get them back like birds off Tinder. Boys get flung out the window, come like what's on a picnic.
What do you say about somebody's ass?
I'ma get you, slipping in your land's ass.
1-2 kick to the door
Your
like
man's
knockdown
ass.
ginger. Rip off the inches, fingers get them back like birds.
What do you think of it?
And we're back with March Sadness. And the
All
team
right, guys, we're back. See, I told you that's a popular thing to say. Yes, sir.
Make this meeting an email.
Joan.
Mira, todos los pinches cholos del norte.
Stepped into the building, changes singing on my neck, cold rings on my fingers, summon on my wrist, tucked into my waist, little city with a clip. Big glass of the Bombay, take a little sip like vintage sticks, little blast from the past. Cold rings click when I pass in the club. Just stepped into the building, shot a little face, and I'm back on the road like
Dubai trips on a jet plane, bar railings for the watch and the neck chain. Though I drinks when I land, I'm a sip of chai tea, cause the fly give me neck pain. Mumbai girl for the while she's smiling. I had a notch on a bed frame. Italians fade in the seats of a brand new motor. Quick little squirt of the
Hagerwood boot for Mosaic.
Hey, wait, let's request one of these songs on Blue.
Taylor suit with the bros on feet.
They got his their homies and everything in this bit.
The AC blood in the driver's seat.
Hey, mon, sí, puta, what the
Hands in my timepiece, boy, cause the face ain't listening. Shining, glistening, look at these diamonds dance while I stepped inside of the building. Changes swinging on my neck, cold rings on my fingers, summon on my wrist. Tucked into my waist, little semi with a clip. Big glass of the Bombay, take a little sip like.
What do you think? What do you think turned them on to rap music? They had to fucking start listening to rap music and fucking love that shit, and then started fucking doing their thing. Look, here's a live, just in case we don't think it's them, because I don't know if it's really them or not.
It's not.
But look, they're live right there. Look.
Let's go! Oh, girl, hey, darling. What's your name and what's your number? Beg your pardon. Hey, you pulling me, beg pardon.
They're from Kansas City, way.
Yeah.
Que la verga, puto.
That's gonna be you, motherfucker. You don't get the
Shit, hey, I'm gonna rap. Hey,
it's gonna be you.
People don't know how old rappers go because they barely started in the fucking eight. You know what I mean? The oldest rappers are fucking. What are they doing right now? Still rapping. Snoop Dogg, fucking still rapping, clapping, and playing with his pito. What do you think about all this crazy ass shit going on over there in Utah? I mean, Ukraine, loco.
I don't know. We got about 3 more minutes and we gone.
You got me all fucked up, boy. We going all night tonight. Yeah.
I got shit to do.
Hey, look, have you ever heard this song? You might like. You might like, you know. ¿A poco eres un joto vato? Ready?
Yeah.
Is she ready? Órale, vatos, we're fucking half black. And we in this bitch. Here it is. Check the song out. You might like. Órale, pendejos, aquí andamos locos. That's a great song.
Muchos cabrones que me tiran, pero siempre los ignoro. Montando caballo en GC con las prendas en oro. No confío en morritas, por eso no me enamoro. Los consejos de mi padre, eso sí los atesoro. No le hago caso a nadie.
De la verga.
Tranquilito, no me ahorro.
¿Sí?
El dinero trae problemas y se lleva a los amigos. Cuando le doy soy el bueno, cuando no soy un maldito. Pero si yo fuera pobre, ¿para qué sirve Benito? Cierra bien esa bocota que así te ves más bonito. Hoy salimos para la calle a cometer delitos. Muchos se han equivocado y piensan que estoy...
Man, I bet you I could make a hard ass beat to that if I had that fucking. Because they're kind of rapping in a weird kind of way.
Estoy asustado porque los he perdonado, pero no se me ha olvidado todas sus malas jugadas y traiciones que me han dado. No se crean verga perros, aquí estamos preparados. Tengo un flow como el Canelo, siempre los dejo noqueados. Ya. Aquí somos de Rancho Humilde.
Que se vayan para la chingada verga, puto motherfucker.
Me la navego en todos lados, siempre con ojos tumbados, en la bola destacado, siempre piso con cuidado, soy alegre y desatado, la vagancia me ha gustado, estoy bien relacionado y de espantos bien curado, no se metan con el diablo.
Don't you think they're kind of rapping?
Estoy bien relacionado y de espantos bien curado. No se metan con el diablo, que pueden salir quemados. Siempre pensando positivo y evito lo negativo. Yo sé muy bien lo que digo, no suelo ser conflictivo, pero traigo una vereta para que se pase de vivo. Pónganse trucha cabrones, nunca se metan conmigo. Si tienen algún problema, con gusto aquí lo recibo. Ya no ando con chingaderas ni tampoco de manguera. Los yesermes en la tierra somos de buena madera. Mi madre es mi vida entera y les estoy pa' lo que venga. Mi familia tendrá todo hasta el día en que yo me muera. Perdona a mis jefecitos por ser un dolor de muelas.
Dímelo, Natanael.
Motherfucker. That's a crazy little. It's not even no hip hop beat, no drums, nothing. With just no hardcore from the bizzle. Little nizzles. Hey man, go read the comments, man.
That was like that one beat.
Who said something? Look, there's 25 people in here.
Anyway,
That's
can
it.
I fucking say something?
Que la
bitch?
verga, you got me nervous to say.
That one beat I was trying to get you guys to remake. That's all you guys had to do. Flow like that.
Yeah, and without a fucking beat. I'm looking for this puto. Ding, 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 to put it up in his. I'm not even gonna fucking say it because the nigga fucking paid it. Órale, vatos, aquí andamos, putos. We're gonna do this shit right tonight.
Eso es pa' toda mi raza, América es nuestra casa. Aunque ponga más alto el muro, como quiera se traspasa, pero a mi familia no.
Y que la verga.
No faltará nada en casa. Hoy ando con mi manada y toda la banda como el Daza. México y Puerto Rico.
Rico.
Los que tenemos la grasa.
La verga, motherfucker, back in his bitch. Man, I could do a show like this way. You know what I mean? Just do my own shit. Have motherfuckers in the back dancing like culos on me. You're gonna be one. What?
Paul Pedrosa wants to know if you're a Trump supporter.
Fuck no, nigga. What I look like? Joto ese.
Este güey sí es un Trump supporter, es puto.
Hell no. Why? Do I got a Trump shirt on or something?
Yeah.
Que la verga. You don't ask questions like that. It's like asking what is somebody said he was telling a story that somebody asked him. He was telling the dude that he fucks his girl in the ass and all kind of shit. And then that dude asked him who he was voting for. He's like, "Hey man, I didn't know your fucking business." I told him all that crazy shit. And then look.
All right, we got an hour in.
Oh, we got 2 more hours to go.
Right, fuck you.
We're gonna compete with fucking Blue Devil and those other vatos. Let's say.
Yeah, way.
Nah, hell no, man. We got fucking 17 people on Grindr, Rumble. Still way Grindr. Pinche jota, you know what that is, Derek? You said Grindr. Pinche vato. Hey, who's in here? In case they missed it, should we play that one again? That motherfucker burning like a motherfucking cocksucker.
See that shit again.
Hold on, I got it right here. You ever seen one of them one things? Okay. You know what thing I'm talking about, ese. Y que la verga. Man, I just heard a fucking dog, homie.
So what you think about that food burning himself, primo?
Oh, that was some crazy shit, boy. I couldn't believe it, but I did. I don't think it was real.
But for the cause, what do you think? That nigga lost his fucking mind, ain't it?
Yep. Ain't that the fucking truth? It goes. Look at it. ¿Cómo la ves, huh? There, did you ever find that one thing? I'll check this shit out. Wait. Oh, watch this. Y'all want to see some funny ass shit? Can you still hear it? Are you still in there, you cocksucker? Órale, pues. Oh, yeah, your name is Enrique, huh? Ah.
The general exchange, ChatGPT. What's scary about it is we were talking about JP.
Derek, do you know about AI? Huh? Do you know what AI means? That's it. Get in here, you fucking. Why you got me like this way? Huh? Ahí le va. Oh, you removed it? Huh? Órale, pues, vato, we in here. Why somebody wants to hear that? Like this? Yeah, bye.
Oh yeah, Spotted G, baby. Oh yeah,
Spotted G, yeah, bitch.
Ready chopping, motherfucker. Yes, sir.
Que la verga,
Niggas
Joto.
slip talking shit to me, and niggas slip talking shit to me, and I don't like the way his homeboys looking at the way I lay him down, lay him down, lay him down.
That's how we ended it.
Lay him down.
That's how we gonna end it, boys. Fucking hours, fucking long. I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking jacking off.
Me, I lay him down, lay him down. Lay him down, lay him down,
Yeah, yeah,
lay him
yeah.
down, lay him down. I don't talk this gangster shit for nothing. I got 100 homies with me and they ready for bucking. Drug dealers, cold killers, real G's. You don't feel that, then feel these. Little bitch in this game like I wanna be. Niggas be talking that bullshit, don't never say shit in front of me. If they do, it's curtains, OV. None of your boots can outflow me, OG. Toe tag on your toenail. Got a blue rag on my coat scale. Yeah, in the hotel. They ain't no business like